when you think about Nicki Minaj, she comes out, she's vocal about it. Keep in mind, guys, Nicki Minaj is not somebody that's got 3 million followers, or Nicki Minaj is not somebody that coming out against this helped her business. On Twitter, she's got 26 million followers. On Instagram, I believe she had like 40 million followers. I don't know the exact number. If I go online and I type in Nicki Minaj on YouTube, if we type in Nicki Minaj music videos and we go to most views, okay? If I go and look at how many views, just to know her level of fame, not in the conservative right, just period in regular hip hop culture, 2.3 billion views, okay? Song. Next one, 2.1 billion views. Okay, next one, 2 billion views, 1.8 billion views, 1.7 billion views, 1.6 billion views. This is Nicki Minaj. She chooses to go to Turning Point USA, and she's been vocally talking about this. She goes, does the interview with Erica Kirk at Turning Point USA. Unlike Megan Thee Stallion, who went out there, Nicki Minaj came up and did a great interview, you know, giving her thoughts on what's going on out there. Then all of a sudden, stories comes out that she lost 10 million followers, okay? When she lost the 10 million followers on Instagram, she decided after the backlash of going to Turning Point USA to shut down. I will verify this right now if it's truly shut down or not. She allegedly shut down her Instagram account after all the challenges that she faced. Adam, I'm going to come to you here. How big of a deal is it for somebody with her level of fame in Hollywood, in music, in rap, in hip-hop culture, to come out and say, guys, I'm for Christians. I'm not with anything else. You guys can buy my albums or not. I'm for Christians. How big of a move is that? And how risky was it on her end?
Yeah, Nicki Minaj is not a star. She's not a rapper. She's a global superstar, arguably the greatest female rapper living today. Almost said lapper, but lap dance. But she has a massive platform. She has a massive voice. My assumption is this. You don't just show up at Turning Point, sit down with Erica Kirk, and then just wonder why I got all this backlash. She must have known this was coming. You have to. Either you're oblivious or you're taking a stand for something. There's no in between here. It's not like somebody's going to be like, well, are you shocked by the response from a black female rapper, knowing what the Democratic Party is, knowing what Hollywood is, knowing what the rap world is, that you're going to receive this amount of backlash? Nobody was not expecting this. The level of 10 million being lost in a day? Wow. I mean, nobody has 10 million followers, much as losing that in a day. My assumption is she knew exactly what she was doing. If she got caught flat-footed and had no idea, that's on her. But if this was a planned out, coordinated, I'm standing for something or you'll fall for anything type of move, then respect to her. And don't forget, the biggest purpose of her doing this was she was calling out Gavin Newsome, as she calls it, and talking about how weak men are the detriment to society. So respect to Nicki, but if she didn't know this was coming, you got another thing coming.
Vinny, your thoughts?
Well, Adam, sometimes, you know what I mean? Like your soul, and I get it, and Adam, we know people in the industry, especially in Hollywood. I lived there for God knows how long. It's a cult. Okay, and they want, especially in the African-American community with the rappers, and they want to keep everybody to wake people up to what's really happening and get their mindsets out of that whole, the Democratic Party loves me. It's not for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like to go out there on the ledge and go, wait a minute, the governor sucks, okay? Abortion is cool with everybody. President Trump is actually helping. They're helping with Nigeria and everything. That system will eat you up alive. What? Kanye, and I'm not sticking up for Kanye West, but what I'm saying is, what was his first downfall? What was it? Wearing that red hat. Yeah. Wearing the freaking Donald Trump hat. They went after him like crazy. Okay, this is
Can't step out of line.
Tommy, yep, this is a brainwashed cult. I am so freaking proud of Nicki Minaj. I understand. Listen, it's not for everybody. We don't care. We're not, at that level, especially with industry. But as you guys know, man, these Michael Jackson, all these people that have been through it, once you're in there, once you're with Sony or whatever, I don't know what publishing she's with, but are you going to go against the great? Are you going to go up against us? No, they destroy people. They destroy people. And I saw Joe Budden's, Pat, went on a podcast and was like, Nicki Minaj is done. I'm done with her. Why? Why, Joe? Why? Because she's not going to keep that slave-ass mentality of just Democrat, Democrat. Name me one thing that the Democrat Party has done for the African-American community. Go ahead. Go ahead. And I'm sick and tired. I'm so sick, Pat, of hearing racist, this, that. It's like, get on with it. There's nothing that this guy can do to make these people happy. I guarantee you, if Trump bombed a group of people that were talking bad about the LGBTQ community in Nigeria, they'd be like this. Oh, he's sticking up for the gays. Okay, but when it's for Christians, nothing. When Nicki's sticking up for Gavin Newsom, and we're going to get to him, he is going to go down as one of the worst governors. Worst, Pat. $70 billion scamming there. She talks up about it. She's talking about masculinity, and they're all going after her. I think she's going to be fine, Pat. But this isn't, like I said, for everybody. She's going to have to learn pretty quick that these people are disgusting and they're evil.
I don't know if she's going to be fine.
Here, give me a second. Let me just say something here. By the way, do you guys actually know how many followers Nicki Minaj had before she shut it down?
Probably 50 million.
223 million followers on Instagram.
Crazy.
Did you hear what I just said?
Is that top 10 in the world? Where is she ranked?
Top 10 in the world. She's top 10 in the world.
Wow.
223 million followers. And by the way, a lot of people are saying 10 million, but that was an Instagram post that was going viral. She only lost about 3 to 4 million, which some people may say 3 to 4 million is a lot. To lose 3 to 4 million on 223 million is not a big number. It's like losing 1.1% or 1.3%. So it is a number, but not as big of a number as people thought. I'm willing to bet she gained net positive tens of millions of followers. So the net positive kind of went like this as well. Christians finally have somebody that they can lean on that defends their, and specifically in Hollywood and in culture, hip hop, that defends them. So you got to give credit to that. Adam, you were going to say something.
No, I was going to say she lost followers, Nicki Minaj, but she gained respect. So I got to give her credit for that. But let's not get it twisted. This isn't like a typical black guy, like a rapper, like a Kanye who came out and supported Trump, or even a Lil Wayne, or even Pat's friend Kodak Blue, aka Kodak Black. This isn't 50 Cent saying, listen, man, I don't want to be 20 Cent. This is a black female. So I guarantee you the majority of people who unfollowed her were female, because that's what women do. They get real emotional. But don't forget, who's the base of a Democratic Party? Typically black women. So she's going to have to deal with what the backlash of black women being like, damn, I can't believe you, Nicki. She's going to deal with that. So I hope she's ready for it. I think she knows what she's doing, but just in case she doesn't, get ready for it.
Tom, any thoughts?
No closing thoughts. I think she's more than ready for it, because I think there's people around Nicki. Look at what she did. She goes and speaks at the UN. She speaks to the UN. She's not just putting tweets. She's not just doing this. And that is more than doing an interview on TV. That is more than putting out a tweet. This is a woman who put it all the line there. And I think she sees what's coming. But I also think she sees the net positive, because the number of voices, I don't see the news articles right now saying, oh, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? About the Nigerian Christians. I see people that just don't want Trump to win at all costs, and they're willing to criticize her for that. But I think she's ready to do it. I think she's demonstrated she's tough, and you can't live a day in the music industry without being tough in the first place.
You know what I do respect? You guys know DJ Khaled, right? So DJ Khaled
We the best.
Okay, DJ Khaled is Palestinian.
Yes.
And the Palestinian community kept criticizing DJ Khaled for what? For not being vocal about being Palestinian, and never commented about it, apparently. And maybe he has, maybe he hasn't, but I've seen stuff that he's never said anything about it. And his community is like, wait a minute. Well, it's like, imagine something happens to Assyrians and, I don't comment on it. Okay, something happens to Armenians, you don't comment on it. So he got criticized for this, and has faced significant criticism for his silence on the Israel-Palestine conflict, especially regarding Gaza, with many accusing him of prioritizing his brand and endorsement over his heritage and humanitarian concerns. Fair criticism. Nobody can say that about Nicki Minaj.
Yep.
Correct.
Nicki Minaj, when you hear the statement, hey, to me, it's faith, family, country, then my occupation and what I do. You know what Nicki just put? Nicki just told the world, my faith comes first.
Yep.
And let me tell you, got to respect the hell out of that.
I love it.
You got to respect the hell out of that, even though she knows she just lost brand deals. You know she just lost the opportunity to perform Super Bowl halftime commercial, halftime stuff. That's the stuff. And now the way she's handling it, I like the way she's handling it because she's not overly criticizing the opposing side. She's just saying, this is what's important to me. I want to be vocal about it. And I'm proud of her for the way she's handled this. So there is nothing more exciting than when I run into people that are wearing this gear, Merry Christmas, boldly. Mario's been wearing this every day, wherever he's going, the VT gear here, the future looks bright. And when you open it up here, it says future looks bright. I love seeing the future looks bright hat that Tom's got on, or you got the faith over fear gear. Record-breaking number of people are wearing the merch gear that we have with us. And there's some massive announcements that I'll be making here very, very soon to you guys, what our plans are going into 2026 with this of VT merch. We want tens of millions of people to represent this gear. My suggestion to you, wear these things boldly. If you support our brand, you like what we do, you don't want us to take money from Qatar or some of these other organizations that are coming and offering money to own podcasts and shows, I highly recommend you support brands that are able to give their opinions and thoughts freely. And if you believe the future looks bright like we do, I am certain the future looks bright. Let me give you guys a crazy story. In 1997, Apple did $816 million of losses. Their top line revenue in 1997, they lost $816 million in 1997. Today, Apple makes $1.1 billion per day.
Wow.
They lost $1 billion in a year in 97. Today, they make $1.1 billion a day. They believe the future looks bright. Now they're a $4 trillion organization. For us, for some of you guys that may be celebrating Christmas, and honestly, maybe things weren't going right for you. Maybe I've had the Christmas when I'm sitting, I'm like, is anything going to turn around for me? Is life going to change at all? Like, is this how it's going to be? What am I going to get my break? You know that feeling how like you feel like, man, like you're carrying a lot, like the feeling of you go to Christmas and everybody's giving gifts. And it's like that one movie, Four Christmases, where Dallas, Denver, all the brothers come in, and Vince Vaughn is the big brother that's making all this money now. And he brings the recent Xbox and he brings all this stuff. And he says, did you not see the minimum of $10? And the other guy a flashlight. I don't know if you guys remember that scene. Sometimes that may be the Christmas. Things are not going right for you. Yesterday, Vinny was sharing a story with me, which is an incredible, incredible story that I want to share with you guys, which is what we believe in. Have you ever heard of a guy named Jack Strauss? You ever heard of Jack Strauss? Can you do me a favor, Humberto? Type in Jack Strauss, then put poker. Jack Strauss, Strauss, and type in poker. Craziest story of Jack Strauss. One day, Jack Strauss in 1982, this man that Humberto is about to pull up his picture because Humberto is so fast and quick and phenomenal. This guy's playing poker. This guy's playing poker in 1982. He's in a World Series poker tournament, okay? Right there. That man right there. Zoom in a little bit. He's in the 1982 World Series poker. You know the big tournament that people win $10 million? In 1982, that guy right there is getting off the table because he called all in and he has no chips left. He's thinking. He gets up to leave. And then all of a sudden they say, no, Jack, you have one last $500 chip left. He says, you're kidding me. They said, no. All right. I mean, you only got one chip left, $500, which is what? Nothing. He takes the $500 chip and he keeps doubling it and doubling it and doubling it and doubling it. You know what ends up happening to him? He wins the flipping 82 World Series poker.
Wow.
Did you hear the story? Well, some of you are watching this. You're like, dude, I'm down to my last chip. I'm trying to figure life out. I went all into my business. I took money out of my 401k. My wife and I wanted to start a restaurant. We did this. This Christmas was rough. We stayed home. We didn't go anywhere. We got some basic gifts, $10 Amazon gift cards. Life can turn around if you think long-term. That's what we believe in. That's what happened to every single one of us because we believe the future looks bright. So if you believe the future looks bright and you support our brand, go to vtmerch.com, place an order for yourself, whether it's the Merry Christmas gear, whether it's the future looks bright, faith over fear, or the shoes, FLB. We're excited about big plans we got in 2026, and I'll tell you more about it in the first week that we do the podcast in January of 2026. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.